Tough one to take, obviously. Created more than enough chances to win the game comfortably. Didn't take them, so we have to look at ourselves on that one. So a little bit raw at the moment, just because of the nature of I don't think Freddie's, unless I'm glaringly missing one, I don't think Freddie's had a real save to make, and I think their keeper's probably made more saves today than he has all season. So disappointing, not to put them chances away.
It was a really high quality contest. It was a really good advert for the Championship. I guess none of that is any consolation to you, obviously, because they nicked that winner at the end.
No, it doesn't feel it at the moment. I mean, we do have to take positives out of the fact of how we're playing, places like this and the chances that we're creating. But at the moment, it's still sort of soon after the game to really analyse it too much.
I guess the frustration for you is we've talked about how attritional the season is, and obviously now you have to stew on this result for a couple of weeks.
No, we'll get over it. That's how it is in the Championship. You do lose games, and you can play well and lose. You can play poorly and win. And I think that we don't play for a couple of weeks, but that it is what it is. We've lost the game today, but we have to maximise the international break as much as we can, and just get ready for the next set of games as and when they come round.
When you look at it as a whole, obviously we head into the second international break. You're sixth in the table. You've only lost twice this season. It's hard not to look at it as a positive start to the season.
Yeah, I think it's tight, isn't it, at the top? A lot of teams on similar amount of points, and I think it will remain like that for a long while. And I think that's why as I say, most weeks you've just got to focus on the next game and picking up as many points along the way as you can, and really attack games like we did today, particularly second half. If I thought first half we could have been a little bit more on the front foot and played with a little bit more confidence, but we did that second half, and there are points up for grabs sort of week in, week out this year. So we just keep going. Just disappointing to get that result. Probably not deserved, but sometimes we have to take a look at ourselves as well about the chances that we haven't scored, because it's been in the last two games we've dominated large parts of these games, and we need to have that sort of edge in games to really believe that we can put the games to bed as and when the chances come.
One final one for me, Steve. You obviously made a change at half-time, which was a change of shape as well as personnel. Was that enforced, or was that just a tactical change because of something you'd seen?
No, it was enforced, and unfortunately Nort's felt his hamstring and wasn't able to carry on. And we just felt that we needed an experience to come on. It would have been easy to just put Joel straight in, but he hasn't played for a while. We thought it would be a game where Grimesy could come on. We could have three midfield players and sort of build from there. And it didn't really have too much of an effect on our in possession play, just because of where which let you play. But to answer your question, it was a forced change.
Thanks very much, Stephen. Unlucky today.
Thank you.
Okay, so any more radio questions?
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Tom.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You okay? You mentioned Matt Grimes' introduction. Obviously, before this game, you said he could benefit from a rest, hence why he started last couple of games, I believe, from the bench. Looked quite sharp today. What did you make of his showing?
I thought the three midfield players did well in the second half, particularly. I think we had a lot of opportunities to play forward and to get into areas. So I don't think there was any real standout performers in the team today. I think there was a lot of good performances, but I think it's hard to really talk about an individual. But Grimes is was an important player for us, and came on and did what he does. To be fair, and if he does it again.
And how's Jamal Lowe feeling? He was denied by two great saves from Tim Cool.
Well, obviously, I think all the boys. It was a massive. Better?
Yeah, that's better.
Jamal will be feeling the same as everybody else, really, sort of disappointed not to have got the result that we wanted and that we could have got. And but that, as I said, that's life, and we have to get on with it.
No Ben Cabango today. Has there been any update on where he is?
Yeah, he's out of the Wales camp. He hasn't been able to recover with his hamstring that he picked up the other day in the Brentford warm-up. So obviously wasn't available for today, and unfortunately he's have to withdraw from the Wales camp as well.
Is there any sort of time frame on his injury?
Not sure, to be honest, but we're able to take it slower with him now, obviously, because there's no games for a couple of weeks. So we'll see how he settles down in the next 3 or 4 days and see what his sort of on-pitch rehab looks like from there.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Any other questions, guys?
Yeah. Yeah, please. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay, John.
I see. Just a quick one. There was an incident in the second half where it looked like Jake Bidwell had been fouled in the box. Play continued, and Andre Ayew had a shot. Was there feeling amongst the Swansea players that it should have been a penalty?
Yeah, the players are adamant that it was. I don't want to say too much. It's just the way it's going at the moment. You look at the Bristol City decisions. You look at the decisions overall today, really. Unfortunately, we're up against it a little bit at the moment with the officials, but we won't let it get in the way too much of preparation, because we don't want to. We just want to do it ourselves. But I could say a lot today about it, but it's not worth it.
It's obviously been an excellent start overall, hasn't it? I mean, sixth it could have been first. It's turned out to be sixth. It's still a very solid start to the season.
It only is if you build on it, and it's. I say quite frequently, it's short-term thinking at the moment. The games are coming so thick and fast. You can look. You just have to focus on, what's next. And okay, we don't play for a couple of weeks now. But we just want to focus on picking up as many points as we can along the way. And see what it takes us. Certainly a few months from now.